Okay, listen, so we finally get our first look at gameplay for College Football 25. Obviously, we've gotten looks here and there, but like our first unbroken shots from full games and two, regular people playing it, not gameplay clips that are being put together specifically for trailers necessarily. So, this is nice. We got Donovan Edwards versus Bordeaux. They're playing head-to-head on All-American, by the way. That's something very important to keep in mind. A lot of this is on All-American, and another very important thing to keep in mind is this is head-to-head, right? You're going to see a lot of very dumb shit done because it's two people playing a game they've never played before. And they're doing a lot of, they're on defense, they're switching to a player and just diving into nowhere, completely whiffing tackles, doing very, very bad plays in terms of user error. So I'm going to try to point that out so we don't get that mixed up and start thinking that like, oh shit, what is this AI doing? No, a lot of times it's them fucking up. But as you're going to see here specifically, or well, just in general, the left stick work in this game looks legit crazy, like looks absolutely amazing. The left stick work is beautiful. You're going to see a lot of it happening here, but this play is gorgeous. The actual play itself, but let me rewind for a second. I want to see the beginning of the play, how they're lined up. Look at this. So I don't know why Colston Loveland is so far, like this gap, this would make him a slot receiver in terms of like actual position. I know he's in a 3-point stance, but this would still be considered a slot receiver because once you get past 3 yards from the furthest tight end. So he's really split out far. I wonder if he was motioned out or if this is just a little wonky of a formation because it's just a little strange that he's that far out. But what's really cool is that Colston Loveland, he's the tight end 1, of course, for Michigan, but he's the outside tight end here. We did not get that very often. In NCAA 14, it was almost always, if there's multiple tight ends to a side, the most interior tight end would be the tight end 1, at least listed on the depth chart. And we're going to see quite a few formations. I'm going to try to point it out that Colston Loveland he's not always on the interior. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool to see that your tight end 1s don't, like I said, they're not always just right off the edge of the tackle here. So that's very cool to see. Also, this is just a cool formation. Like I said, I don't know why he's so far out there, if that's a mistake or something, or he might have been motioned. I don't know. We don't get to see it that early in the play. But I just thought that was a little strange that he was so far out here. But this is just beautiful, right? You got the double tight ends, and then you got the the 2 receivers. It's just, what a heavy side. But this is a gorgeous play design, and yeah, let's just watch it now. He gets that throw right on the edge of the blue, and remember, once you go past that blue, it'll turn red, right? Once it turns red, it doesn't mean the throw's going to be absolute shit, but it's going to be off somewhat, and that's what they're showing you here. Catch and run, that's why it was perfectly in stride for him. Nice tackle animation. Shit looked clean there. And this one, that must be a blue. That's got to be a blue throw because that's perfectly in stride again. And like I said, these throws are probably going to be a little more forgiving than if you were playing on All Heisman, because again, this is All-American. But whenever you're throwing in the blue on All-American, you're getting a lot of absolute dimes, a whole bunch of them. And let's pause again here, guys. Look, this is exactly what I was just talking about. Look, Colston Loveland, he's the outside tight end here. If this was NCAA 14, right here, this is where they'd be. So it's nice to see they're not always on the interior. My question is there some formations where the tight end 1's going to be, right here? Right? Some formations where they're going to be right here, and then some where they're the exterior. I wonder if that depends on playbooks. But that'll be interesting to see. It is nice to see that they're not always the static, right off the tackle. It's just it's a nice switch up. Also, look how they shift that D line over because it's such a heavy side. This is gorgeous. One thing, we get to one of the worst things, I guess you could say, in this little gameplay breakdown, just because there weren't many bad things, so it makes it sound terrible, but it's really, like, it's bad, but it's not terrible. So obviously this is just an inside zone play here, and this looks like it should be wide the fuck open. They shaded over their D-line and their linebackers so much. This looks like you should be able to get good blocking here. But So for these zone concepts, what should be happening is these two in this look should be doubling him right here, right? This D end. And then one of them should be chipping. And then if it's the guard, he should be chipping, then going to backer. Or if it's the tackle, he should be chipping and then going to the safety. But yeah, they should both be attacking here because they're just moving with the flow of the play design here, depending on the positioning of the defensive line on a zone run play like this. But as you're going to see, this left tackle gets absolutely lost. Let's watch it. Left tackle, yeah, he like pulls or something. He has no idea what he's doing there. So let's rewind that and let's check it out just one more time real quick. All right, here I'm playing it at 0.25 for you guys. Like I said, keep an eye on this left tackle. It almost looks like he's pulling or something, which is obviously not his design. It shows that this is clearly a zone blocking concept here, and he just gets absolutely lost. He has no idea what his assignment is here, and he runs. I mean, quite literally, he makes Donovan Edwards almost run straight into him. And he should have been chipping that D end and then getting downfield, or he should have stayed on the D end while the guard chipped and then went to the linebacker level. But that was one of the few instances of just very poor AI that I saw. But okay, let's get back to full speed now. Like I said, it was a bad decision, but you know, it's not the worst thing in the world. So we're just going to keep watching here. This one's gorgeous. Oh my God. This left stick play is absolutely out of this world. Look how smooth. I mean, it's Donovan Edwards. We know that he is highly rated with high change of direction. We see it later in this gameplay that they go into the depth chart and he's, I forget what it was, 94 change of direction or something. It's something up in the 90s. It's extremely high. We get to see it when they go into the depth chart later. But look at this stick work. Absolutely gorgeous. Those aren't cuts, guys, right? He's not using juke moves. He is just utilizing that left stick and just maneuvering around. And once again here, we do see, let me rewind for one split sec. So during this play, Bordeaux does do some terrible shit with, look at him using, he just flies right past. I don't know what he's doing. So that was a terrible play by him. So it kind of made it look like the linebackers had no idea what they were doing, but that was just Bordeaux. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. It was bad play. But so that's one unfortunate thing about whenever we're seeing head-to-head gameplay here, is that there's going to be so much user error that we're going to be deprived of seeing what the AI should be doing on a lot of these plays. Oh my God, he got absolutely fucking laid out. So I was just about to say, that's going to affect that wear and tear, as you can see. That was a very hard hit. And some of these, you're seeing the oranges, man, lose like 6 break tackle, 7 change of direction. Like, you're seeing some very, very heavy rating dockings for these. So guys, it ain't going to be a joke. Wear and tear is going to be kind of crazy. I still don't know if we've seen the actual ratings that you lose for a red, but it's tough. This is gorgeous, man. The gameplay whenever you hit the open field is gorgeous. Is like absolutely fucking gorgeous. I want to run this back one more time. All right, let's do this at 0.5 speed. A good pitch. It was definitely a little late, and that's why he got absolutely rocked with Quinn Ewers. Look at this broken tackle animation by CJ Baxter. The pursuit angles are nice. That little spinaroonie actually made somebody miss at the end there. It's just clean. It looks so good in the open field. The way that they pursue, and the way that it's not automatic tackles, thank God. It's been looking really good. And you're going to see there's going to be a lot more plays where the skill position players get the ball out in the open field, and it looks really, really good. Look at these pitches now. I still got it in 0.5. Let's just let it run at 0.5 for the moment. But the fake pitch actually works really good there. That quick pitch, that looks good. But as you can see, it was definitely off target. It made him slow down. He had to reach back a little bit, right? Yup, fucked up his momentum. That slows him down. But this power pitch, is that what it's called? Strong pitch? Look how perfect on target that is. Straight up, unbroken, able to catch and run. But it's a much slower animation from the quarterback himself. So I did actually like having that in 0.5 to see these pitches. Oh, man. That was nice. That was really nice, the little fake pitch. He doesn't know which way to go. Once he sees that fake, he goes with the running back, though. Opens up a huge lane for Quinn Ewers there. Okay, back to full speed now. Trying to get it to Isaiah Bond, it looks like. And Donovan Edwards uses the fuck out of that through and through. He baited Bordeaux there very hard. You got a bunch of crossers here, and that was just a terrible decision, it looked like. Oh, he used a shell here. Okay. Yup. He was in 3, and then they bumped back to 2. Did he trick him with the look? Yup. Switches from cover 3 to a cover 2 look here, and that tricks him. That shell worked very well there. A little Texas route and easy touchdown there. Also, we got Donovan Edwards switching to a player and just diving on his face. Like I said, we get a lot of user error here, so don't think that was the CPU safety making a bad decision there. This play's crazy. Oh no, it's not this one. I think it's the next one. One coming up is absolutely nuts, and you're going to see what I'm talking about with this open field running. It's nuts. These shells, I love that you can do these shells too prior to picking the play. This is going to add so much to the gameplay experience, especially if you're playing head-to-head against another person. We don't know if it's going to work properly against the CPU yet, but it's really good against real players. This plays crazy. Look at this movement in the open field. I know it's on All-American, but Lord, you know we're running this back at 0.5. I mean, that's beautiful. That is just... I'm at a loss for words. I mean, Jesus Christ. That's some of the best just football I've seen. Wow. All right, let's do this at 0.5 now. It's worth it. The blocking up front's beautiful. Guard gets straight to the linebacker, chips him, doesn't have a great hit. But look at the juke, the broken tackle in the open field, the breakaway speed. This is even with Bordeaux switching and trying to hawk him. That breakaway speed was real. And, you know, we'll be able to edit, you know, presumably the player minimum speed threshold, so how fast players really are in the open field once they hit it. But that is coming off of a broken tackle. We did not usually get to see stuff like that. If you break a tackle in NCAA 14, it slows down your momentum so much that it was very rare that you were going to break off a long touchdown after breaking a tackle, especially as the user. So now that we have that in this game, it makes for much more big play potential. Okay, back to full speed now. And they're just running through all the celebrations. You know, that's cool. You want to hit the gritty on somebody, go ahead. I mean, you know, they're cool to have in the game. That bull rush was absolutely deadly. That throw was absolutely crazy. Oh my Lord. Okay, we're going to have to run this one back. Shit. Oh my God. Look at that ball. We're not going to have to look at that throw again and the catch because we just saw that in slow-mo. They completely ignored the trenches though, and I don't do that. So we're going to go straight back here. Let's put this at 0.5. Peep this, though. I guess we're going to have to run through these celebrations again right quick. It's this defensive tackle on, if you're looking at it to the left here. Look at him bull rush the shit out of him. Literally put him on his ass. That was gorgeous. Wasn't like an NCAA 14 where it looked like it would look like an inverse pancake, where the D tackle would just lay out the offensive lineman. But no, that's how a bull rush looks. He just gets up under his pads and yeah, bro loses his balance and, you know, he topples over like a fucking tree. That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. From the trenches to, of course, the ball placement and the catch. That layered ball was beautiful. That play was just absolutely gorgeous. Okay, back to full speed again. Oh man, the stadium ball's going crazy. Look at that shit rocking. Oh my Lord, that's Spinaroonie. Oh, and then he got laid the fuck out. He broke his face. But look how smooth that spin was. Thankfully, they're showing us again. Momentum is not broken like it was before. Whenever you're hitting a lot of these moves before, your momentum will be broken so hard again. Oh my Lord, no fucking way. The juke, so clean. Broken tackle animation looks beautiful. That nice stiffy. Pause. But I just love the fact that whenever you're performing these moves in the open field now, you aren't just having to, like, your player's body isn't slowing down so much. Beautiful play action, beautiful ball, beautiful catch, nice tiptoe. Very clean there again. Throws it out into flat to Donovan Edwards, and look at the change of direction. I mean, it's crazy. That was just agility. He just turned quick enough and made that play. That pass breakup was actually a little bit crazy. I feel like a lot of times in Madden, those end up as interceptions, and that was not the case there. It ended up just being a pass breakup and, oh my God, thank the Lord, a pass interference. How often do we see that in NCAA 14? Not often. So I'm really hoping that they've tuned penalties properly this game, and they actually don't correlate to, impacting the gameplay itself, but just impact frequency of the play call. And I'm not going to get into that in NCAA 14, but basically they impacted different parts of gameplay more than they impacted how often the actual penalty was called in terms of the penalty sliders. Look how quick that turbo was, by the way. That was the turbo hurry up, and it was super quick. And here we get to see Quinn Ewers identify the blitz using that field general. Yep, there you go. Look how far that corner to the right is. Oh, I didn't see that wide receiver out there. My fault. But that was beautiful. And that's not a guarantee, but you get it sometimes. And right there, you see Donovan Edwards whiff on the tackle. Absolutely whiff the tackle there. That was not shitty AI. And here we go. I gotta pause here. Show me that again, please. Bam, pausing here. We gotta see this. Okay. So what we're seeing is his agility's 92, and clearly these ratings lessenings, I don't know. The ratings that are being docked here are not being applied to the number. And what I mean by that is he doesn't have 101 awareness, then the -8 is bringing him down to 93. That obviously must be 93 awareness. It's down 8, so he'd actually be at 85 right now, right? So that's something that's going to be important for us to think about, is that we're not actually seeing. So we're not seeing how far his overall is being brought down, which I really don't like personally. I wish they would show us that. That way I know, okay, just straight up, according to the scales that they're giving us to operate with, my starting running back is in such bad shape that my backup running back is a better player at this point. You get what I'm saying? So it would be nice if they showed us that -7 speed, that -2 strength, the -8 agility, so on and so forth, is actually bringing him down to a 80 overall. Because as we can see right here, that looks like an 81 overall for the backup. Mullings, right? That's presumably Mullings right there. So it'd just be nice to know, okay, all of these losses to the ratings that are happening are bringing this down to now he's a 79. Now it makes sense that I'd put him in, I'd move him down to the depth chart because he's that banged up. And then once those ratings, once that wear and tear heals up a little bit, then I want to put him back in because then he's going to be, a better overall player. It's not a huge deal, but it's something that I think would be a nice quality of life thing, especially because they're showing us all of these different ratings that are being impacted. But, to have that update real time, that's probably, tough to code into a game. So I get why, that we don't have that here. But like I said, it's a little thing that would have been nice to have. Okay, back to full speed now. Let's go. They're just showing us everything that we just talked about. Cool. I guess he's putting in the fullback as a starting running back. That was a good game though, 21-14. A lot of user error, but remember, this is their first time playing with it, and also, who cares really? 14 carries, 160 yards, 3 touchdowns. That's a little crazy. Again, All-American, 2 people playing the game the first time. You're going to have a lot of big plays, and, hopefully more than is actually going to be happening. You're not going to see Donovan Edwards averaging whatever that is, 15 yards a carry or whatever the fuck it is, well over 10. Versus Texas defense in real life. That shit ain't gonna happen. I'm sorry. It just won't. But it's nice to just, oh my God, this play again is so gorgeous. And the fact that he gets his breakaway speed and it doesn't fall off. And also, that is exactly how Donovan Edwards actually runs. I might have to put in a clip of him running with breakaway speed in real life. But that is exactly his run style.
Here's Edwards with the lane. Donovan Edwards down the sideline. Gets past Ransom. Donovan Edwards. Touchdown.
That's kind of incredible. Oh, that was that play again where that guard got absolutely fucking destroyed. And Quinn Ewers layers this ball like crazy over the outside shoulder. I mean, that is just gorgeous. And then the tiptoe at the sideline, being conscious of his surroundings. I mean, that play, yeah. That should tell you a lot about this gameplay, guys. From the trenches to the throw to the actual catch and the awareness of where they are on the field to be able to drag that toe. That's nice. Also, we see here briefly, we're able to choose our broadcast teams for these Play Now games. I know that, we've been told that depending on if you're the game of the week or in a conference championship game or in the playoff, you'll have a different commentary team than if, that's not the case in Dynasty. But it's cool to see that you get to just straight up choose the broadcast team whenever you're in Play Now. I think that's, the correct decision. Also, this run out is absolutely gorgeous. This is crazy. The presentation's nuts. The crowd looks good. I mean, wow. Tough not to be impressed with the presentation. Like, seriously. In this play, I love this. Look at this club move by Mason Graham. That is real football right there. It just looks so good. It looks so realistic. Also, the tackle animation. You see how they grabbed him by the legs? There's like 2 or 3 of them that grabbed Drew Allers around the torso to legs area and dragged him down slowly. That's because he's fucking huge. That's a really big quarterback. So it's not him just getting absolutely laid out. There's actually it showed some strength in his body in terms of trying to stop himself from just toppling over. You know what I mean? This play was crazy too. That's terrible user plays by Donovan Edwards. But beautiful stick work. The left stick again, guys. Look at this shit in the open field. The way you can just weave around. It's going to look a little different, remember, because you're not going to have users just doing crazy shit. But this play, this is just beautiful stick work again. A little bit of a mess up again by Donovan Edwards just switching to a player and diving. But the smoothness of that left stick is making it really tough to line up big hits on these guys in the open field. You're going to have to break down, hold that L2 or that left trigger and really try to secure a tackle. If you're just going in, diving, or trying to hit these crazy hit sticks in the open field, you're going to miss. That is apparent. That is incredibly apparent from the gameplay we've gotten so far. So, like I said, you're just going to have to... It's going to add this little layer of depth to the gameplay where you have to be smart with when you're going to try to do a big hit and when you're going to have to actually break down and do a very secure tackle in order to make sure you just get that tackle in the open field. Because as you can see, when players are in the open field, they can cook. They can legit go crazy. You know what I mean? The juke moves are nice. And whenever you have a successful juke or successful spin, what have we been seeing? You keep a lot of your breakaway speed. This play, I don't even know what happened. I've looked this one over a couple of times. The corner just got absolutely fucking toasted. Crazy. Look how bad. I believe they show us again. It's bad. Yeah, go ahead. Do your dance. He just got toasted. I'm not sure. It wasn't that long. He didn't get that far downfield. I mean, the ball was thrown whenever he was 25 yards downfield. Bro had 5 to 7 yards on him already. So that seemed like it was a little bit wild. It was just a little bit too much breakaway there. But, it wasn't anything terrible. And this is just a terrible decision. A terrible decision. But nice pick. It's nice to see that, these DBs are easily outrunning offensive linemen on these returns. That's a lot closer to Madden in terms of how the defensive returns are happening off of turnovers. NCAA 14, it was really tough to get big interception returns, but this was actually gorgeous. Drew Aller gets laid the fuck out. Look at that hit. Ball just floats up in the air for a minute, and Mason Graham grabs that shit and just cribs it. This shit was just gorgeous, though. Really nice animation, nice fumble animation. Look at that ball. It was in the red. Where was it thrown? Down at his knee, right? And they're showing us again. Look. It was slightly behind. Whenever we get on harder sliders, guys, this is All-American. That might be a pick or that might be a pass breakup. That was beautiful. Oh my. This is what I'm talking about. Whenever you use your moves in the open field, look at that. The spin move, but then the second move, that was just left stick work. That's just change of direction, agility. Once again, we're in the red. Once again, ball behind him. They're showing us again. And like I said, this is going to be tighter. The man that should have been in that zone is being usered and being pulled out of the correct positioning. But, if you're playing on the correct difficulty with the correct sliders, that play, especially thrown in the red, is going to be dangerous. And just, once again, this is one of his badges. Yup, one of his badges is helping him, I think it's explode out of his routes quicker. And as you can see, it quite literally got him a touchdown. That badge got him a touchdown here. Because otherwise he would not have been so far out there. That extra yard, just that extra yard of separation was what allowed him to get a touchdown there instead of it just being like a, 3-yard gain. Another just terrible decision. Another big return. Yo, he just got hawked by that tight end. Yo, I know Warren is an athletic tight end, but Lord, look at him get hawked by this tight end. Oh, they didn't show it again. It's okay. I'm not rewinding it, but that was just kind of funny. And look what they did. That kick meter went into the red, and it was horribly off on a short kick. This one didn't get into the red, and boom, accurate. Kicking seems like it's going to be a lot tougher if you're getting into that red area, guys. That pump fake, look at how that pulled up the corner there. Opened up the smash route right behind him. The little corner route right behind him. That actually had an effect. They mentioned how it used to just be a animation, the pump fakes for a lot of the times. But that actually had an actual effect. Look at that, stepping up, delivering the rock. This one was crazy. I thought that this was user error. No, this was just straight up the wide receiver being too damn athletic with the left stick. Look at this. I thought that Bordeaux had switched to one of those safeties, but no, that was just a damn good play by the receiver, and that was just absolute power. It's beautiful to see these power backs playing with power. That is just a straight up stiff arm from hell, and it's nice to see that, that boy's playing to his archetype. That boy's archetype is definitely power, and Lord, was that a catch? Oh my God. Look at this. Even though it was selected catch and run, he still laid out, and that was just a beautiful catch. There's a nice look at the wear and tear, and as you can see, it was showing the most damaged body part for us. Just a clean UI. You don't have to go into the depth chart. You don't have to go into one of the menus. It's right there on the screen for you. Boy just got laid the fuck out. Nice animation there. I don't know how often Nick Singleton's going to be getting laid out like that in real life, but that was just a clean little animation. Didn't look too crazy too, because the safety there looks like he has pretty good size. Plus, as we can see, that kick was in the green, so it remained accurate. Why not pitch it back just for fun? Having fun, I guess. Snow looks a little bit weird to me, but I don't trip over stuff like that. I don't know how you make it look real. Like, it's just so, it seems like such a difficult thing to make happen. But as you can see, ball was a little less accurate. Balls are a little more gonna be dropped a little more often in the precipitation. This was beautiful. Look at that. Look, how fast did he get downfield? My Lord. He exploded out of that wheel. But the ball was slightly off target. This pass breakup is gorgeous. Look at this play. Throws it in the blue, so it's on target. Tries to aggressive catch it, but it's just a good-ass play. And that's Will Johnson, right? That's one of the best corners in the country, and he just played like it right there. But it's nice to see those not, we don't want to see these jump balls have a high percentage of being intercepted or being mosses, right? Those should be extremely rare. That's just how it is in real life. That's very rare. What usually happens is that both players go up, and then nobody comes down with it. And he caught that one. Wow. And we just talked about the mossing. That was a great A mossing. That's wild. He went up, nuts on his forehead. Falls over him. That was gorgeous. Dumps it out in the flat. A little juke. Oh, man. And now he's dancing on him, too. He danced on him on his way to the end zone while down 50. That's wild. Bordeaux's living it up. No problem with that. I'd be doing the same thing. I don't care if I'm down, bro. He only had 3 touchdowns all game. How's he not going to dance whenever he gets one of them? You know what I mean? This shit was beautiful, though. As you can see, I think I had 2 negative things to say. 2? You know what I mean? Like, and they are not like very terrible things. They're not things that were occurring over and over. You know what I mean? Like that one missed blocking assignment, we saw it once. I didn't see other egregious mistakes. Guys, there's bound to be some mistakes, right? Whether or not you chalked it up to a player's awareness or poor play design or whatever have you, poor coding. it's not going to be absolutely perfect. I'm not shitting on the game. I'm just saying that one was, I mean, it was objectively bad. He had no idea what he was doing. But we saw it once, and we saw a hell of a lot of plays. You know what I mean? We saw a hell of a lot of plays. And most of them, those issues were not happening. Quite literally to the contrary. For most of these plays, there were, like, the trench play was beautiful. The trench play was so nice. But, yeah, guys, I think that's about it. I mean, I'm not going to keep yapping your ear off. Thanks for watching. And, yeah, please like, please subscribe, guys. This shit takes me a lot of time. It takes me a lot of time. I'm a working man. I appreciate the support. But yeah, if there's anything else you guys want to see in terms of the next video, let me know. Comment that shit, all right? I don't know unless you guys tell me. So let me know what else you want to see. I think we're going to have, you know, top teams to use in your dynasties once the rosters come out. But yeah, I'm happy to keep covering this shit. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope that I was able to point out some things that you guys didn't realize, didn't notice there. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Later.